Hi there, welcome to the final episodes of Putting Dr. G on the Spot in the month of December and the last episodes in the year 2024. So sometimes we worry that for somebody having erectile dysfunction, whether it's all in the mind or something organically is happening in the below the waist. So there is this concern that early sign of poor health actually will manifest itself as erectile dysfunction. Is there any truth in it? In fact, there's a lot of truth in it. So let's imagine that erectile dysfunction can manifest itself with narrowing of the artery. And that narrowing of the artery can be induced by many things such as smoking, alcohol, atherosclerosis can induce by diabetes, can be induced by high blood pressure and also high cholesterol. And all these can contribute towards narrowing of the artery. And if you imagine that the diameter of the penile artery is significantly smaller than coronary artery and also arteries to the brain, carotid arteries. So as a result of this narrowing, somebody who actually have erectile dysfunction perhaps will manifest itself first and then later on might end up having problems such as a heart attack and a stroke. In fact, a researcher called Montossi actually proved that point to suggest that perhaps men who started having erectile dysfunction, it's a barometer of poor health for subsequently developing heart attack and stroke. There are a few more studies suggesting that 57% of men presented 18 months prior to the heart attack actually had erectile dysfunction, and about 60% of men about 18 months to 2 years prior to the stroke also presented with erectile dysfunction. So on that basis, we know that the penile artery is a good barometer for early problems for coronary artery disease, and therefore protection is very important when somebody ended up having erectile dysfunction. On the other hand, if someone having sexual dysfunction, they also can create a lot of stress, low self-esteem, and that itself might push up the blood pressure and actually have impairment on their quality of life and their overall health. So the protection of sexual health is not just for the actual improvement in bedroom performances, it is also improvement of the overall health. So next time when I see a patient with erectile dysfunction, I always tell the patient the early sign of a broken heart is a sign of a broken heart-on. For the year 2025, we are going to venture into a healthy year. So I'm going to talk about different New Year resolution. It's going to make yourself, your sexual health and your prostate health much better. And what is more important to talk about is diet. What sort of diet should you embark on in order to protect your prostatic health? If you're interested, stay tuned for next week's Putting Dr. G on the Spot.